A lot of people have been asking me recently, what's the best way to get a new PC with a RTX 30 series graphics card? And to that I'd say, you buy yourself a pre-built. Now you have a whole range of different manufacturers that will build you a PC. But from what I can tell, Dell, of all people, does a really good job of supplying you with 30 series graphics cards at a reasonable price. So I went ahead and bought one of those Dells, and we're going to take a look at it and see how good of a deal that I got. So the Dell that I got has a 10700 and a 3060 Ti. I paid about $1,300 for it after taxes. I guess I'll have to show like a screenshot of what I paid. But I didn't pay that much more than what 3060 Ti's are going for on eBay, Amazon. So I feel like I got a really good deal on it. I'm going to go ahead and read off what I picked for this Dell, and then we'll take a look at it and see what I actually got in this Dell. So in the list, it is a Dell XPS 8940. It is a mineral white bezel chassis, 500 watt optical drive, 10700, 16 gigabytes, 2 8 sticks, so that's dual channel RAM, which is really surprising for a pre-built to actually go down the dual channel route. It's only 2933 megahertz, so not insanely fast memory, but it should do just fine for that 10700. It comes with a 500 gigabyte SSD with a 1 terabyte hard drive, so you got plenty of space for all your games. A 3060 Ti, 8 gigabytes of GDR6. Pretty much just a scaled down 3070, that's all it is. Surprisingly enough, it has a wireless card, so you don't have to worry about running an Ethernet cord through your floor. Wired keyboard, wired mouse, Windows 10, 30-day trial McAfee, nothing special there. It's funny because it included an extra packing slip that said like some other stuff. I'm going to guess that this is like the base build, and then this is what I actually got, because it's saying like 1650, 360 watt, like single channel, 16 gigabytes of RAM, so like nothing really special here. Like I feel like this is all just the stuff that they put on top of this instead. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I actually got. Ooh. Man, you can barely see me through all of this. I guess we're gonna have to switch up cameras here. So inside comes with a box straight off the bat. So in this box, you're gonna have your cheap mouse. Oof. Very cheap mouse, but it's a mouse. Power cord, keyboard. It's white to match the white aesthetic that I got. I didn't even pick a color. I didn't know that there was even options, so this is just the color that it came in. This keyboard is not too terrible. I don't feel like it's too terrible. It looks nice. It's a keyboard. What do you expect? I'm going to use all of this stuff with it. Set that off to the side. Drag this back into vision. So inside, it's really well packaged. Like, this thing ain't going nowhere. I already took it out of here, so I might not have gotten the packaging back in there quite correctly, but this thing is very well packaged. Like, there's at least 2 inches on any side for this thing to take any hit from, like, you know, your UPS shippers that just want to kick this box across the shipping floor. Now, you know, it's really light. Hardly weighs anything. Go ahead and maneuver it out of here. Like, this thing is super light. It's very small too. Like, there's not much going on here. So it's only about 1.5 feet. I mean, it's not damaged at all. It's in perfect shape. Not any shipping damage that I can tell. So, grade A job by Dell shipping it. I know a fellow YouTuber by the name of dewid does tech stuff also got an XPS, and Dell did him pretty dirty with his ordering. Like, he had some trouble with like payment, but I didn't have any issues with that. I literally just paid the people and they sent me my Dell. It took about 9 days to get here, which I live in Florida, so I don't know how that stacks up against the rest of the United States. Let's go ahead and get some peels going. It says to remove this, but they have holes cut out in the front of the peel, just in case you don't peel, because like, you know, you want to keep all your stuff plasticed up for the rest of its life. But we're gonna go ahead and peel it, because the last time I didn't peel off anything, y'all gave me hell. So see if I can't get this peel going. Oh, that's convenient. The peel has like this nice perforation, so you at least remove this part, like the part that's covering the airflow. That's funny. Is it a clean peel? Pretty clean peel there, and then I think there's one last peel at the bottom. So there you go, guys. I peeled something for once. I mean, overall, it's a really clean PC. Like, for the white aesthetic, it's very clean. Like, it's nothing special. This isn't supposed to be a gaming PC, but it is surprisingly capable. It is professional, and if you had this on your desk, it would look professional, and that's pretty much all they were going for. So, it has pretty good front I/O. We got a USB Type-C. I wonder if that's Thunderbolt. I doubt it. There's 3 USB 3.0s or 3 point somethings. They all say SS on them. A headphone jack, SD card reader, and your CD drive for all your stack of questionable CDs at the back corner of your room. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Take a look at what's inside. So it's just got 2 thumb screws on the back. This whole side slides off, comes right off. So like the aforementioned dewid does tech stuff, he got one of these and he opted for the dual channel RAM, but he only got a single stick of RAM. I have both sticks of RAM, so I don't know where he got screwed on that one. A really cute little 3060 Ti there. It only sticks out about that far. It's got a nice support bracket to keep it from going anywhere and shipping. It is really fixed in there. And like all Dells, like all of this is toolless. So like if you needed to like swap this out, I think all of this just, you just get it to like, let's just go ahead and remove it for your viewing pleasure. Dells are kind of weird. Like I've never actually messed with this computer other than pulling it out of this box. You can tell just how easy it is to take it apart. So got a cute little 3060 Ti, green PCB. It looks like it's relatively well cooled, like you have a blow-through style up at the end here. It's really short PCB. If you guys want to see me take this apart, you know, make sure you leave a comment on that and tell me what you guys want to see taken apart on the system. I'll take anything apart. So underneath the graphics card, we got our wireless card. I'm pretty sure this is a wireless card. And then we got our M.2. I think this was a 500 gigabyte, and then this is a 1 terabyte hard drive. And then the cute little cooler, if you can call it that, for this 10700. I don't think it's going to be doing some crazy boosting under this cooler, but it should suffice. We might see some 5 gigahertz action, who knows. And an 80 plus platinum power supply. Now this is one of those fancy new power supplies with like a 12 volt only option, because this Dell proprietary motherboard doesn't have a 24 pin anywhere on it. So if you needed to replace the power supply in the future, it's not going to be fun. You might not have a lot of options. You're going to probably have to go find one from Dell, and that might not be fun. So obviously keep an eye out for that, but it's an 80 plus platinum. It should last a really long time. And like this being a Dell, it's pretty much toolless. So just slot this thing back in here, close up the side. How did this go on? Guys, I'm kind of stupid, so don't be tilted by this. Oh, hooks on this side, hooks up there, and then yeah. Oh, I think it hooks in there first. Yeah, there we go. Hooks in there. That doesn't go anywhere. It's already pre-wired for another SSD up here if you needed it. You could probably fit another hard drive up in here if you needed that either. Nice little 80 mil fan up at the front or up at the back. held in there by rubber, so it'll never vibrate. That's cute. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let's get it on. Let's get some games loaded on it and see how well this thing plays some games. Check the temperatures. Should have relatively okay on all fronts, but you know, I want to check all this stuff. What is it with Dells when you plug them in? They just immediately turn on. Like, they have to turn on the second you plug them in. A crappy Dell mouse. Again. Really cheap. Yeah, this thing is really clean, though. Like, I like the white. I'm going to build myself a white PC. Immediately turns on. No drama here yet. I haven't actually turned this on at all, so I have no idea what it's going to do. I kind of want to try out doing some like upgrades on this PC, so if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. I really want to I have a 10850K here, so maybe try out that with the crummy cooler that's in here. Who knows, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Maybe try to put a different kind of graphics card in it. Maybe try to put a bigger SSD in it. I don't know, I want to try some like different RAM. Like, I want to try all that kind of stuff with this PC, so if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. Dell's usually pretty lenient about what kind of RAM and like graphics card and CPU get installed in their systems. So like people like HP, if you put the wrong RAM in it, it won't even boot. But like Dell's pretty lenient about it. So we could put some pretty good stuff in here and make this thing into a pretty clean sleeper. One thing I just noticed, like the back of this has the HDMI and DisplayPort for the iGPU. And it's not covered at all, and there's no warning saying not to plug something in here. So if you bought this thing and plugged your HDMI into the back of the motherboard, you would be playing without a graphics card. You'd be playing with the iGPU, and it's really kind of weird of Dell not to warn you about that. I mean, is there any supplied documents in here? There are some supplied documents in here. XPS 9040. It does point at things, but it doesn't specifically call out where to plug it in. Okay, it does say to plug it into the back of the graphics card here, but it's very hard to tell. Like, if I didn't know what I was doing, I might plug this into the wrong place. Like, it's not specifically calling out where to plug in your HDMI. So, kind of an annoying thing on Dell's front, but live and let learn. You're here on Coil Wine, so you probably already know how to do this. Alright, let's see what we got here. More details, performance, change graph to logical processor. So we got 8 cores here, no surprise there. Dual channel, 16 gigabytes, 2933, which is what they say. A Toshiba hard drive, yep, 1 terabyte hard drive. Samsung NVMe, 512 gigabytes, nothing special here. 3060 Ti. Man, it is crazy to think that you could buy this system, sell the 3060 Ti out of it, and you would have a clean slate for whatever system you wanted to buy, pretty much for free. Like, I'm pretty sure if you slap this 3060 Ti up on eBay for $1,300, you could probably get that. Alright, I'm going to go download a whole barrage of software on here, see how this thing performs. I'm going to start this off by running a quick Cinebench R20, so not the 10-minute test. We're not that committed to this. So you can hear the fan start to ramp up. It makes more of like a whooing noise than anything. Oof. That is some brutal temperatures up there, is it not? Oh, wow. So clearly the CPU cooling is not 100% adequate for this package, but you know, it's still hanging out above 4, it's dipping below 4 gigahertz. It's hanging out there though. Man, it peaked out there at 150 watts. Like, this is a 65 watt part. Dell? Intel? You want to explain something to me? That's that turbo boost overdrive thing. 4300 score. Not too bad, you know. Scored better than a 1700X. Scored worse than a CPU with twice as many cores. Not bad. It is what it is. Again, let's go ahead and reset these min-max. Run a quick firmark. Just run a quick 1080p preset. Now, firmark isn't really a benchmark. It's more for like telling how hot your specific parts get. And It's kind of warm here in my garage, so, you know, we're bright sunny Florida. It's dark out, but it's still pretty warm in here. So I would expect this to be about 15 degrees cooler inside of a house, but here we are. We're giving it a worst case scenario, okay? Who knows, it might perform even better in air conditioning, but worst case scenario, guys. I would love to air condition my garage. So 10,000 score, really good score. What did we peak out at? We peaked out at 76 degrees C. That's not too bad. Let's go ahead and run 3D Mark. So I was playing around with power settings with this, and there's actually a Dell power setting in here. So if you go over to additional power settings, I mean, there's high performance and then there's Dell, so I don't know, I'm going to set it on high performance for this. Alright, so where did we land? We got a 10,809 score, which is really okay. Let's see. More or less, this is going to outperform, like, probably a good percentage of the PCs on 3D Mark. So 89% of PCs, really not too bad. Outperforms the 2080, and then, well, it doesn't outperform it, but it does match it pretty closely. Like, that's a pretty close score. So last year's 2080, not super, and 9900K, it looks like it's Samsung B die in there. That's pretty interesting. Or Samsung something die, but at least it's Samsung memory, so you definitely could overclock it if you had overclock capabilities, like a different motherboard, but I seriously doubt this has any kind of overclocking ability. Let's check this once again. You can see where pretty much all the cores hit 100C. It's pretty hot out here, but I don't think a 10-degree difference in the ambient temperature is going to really change that. If anything, the frequencies will go a little bit higher before they hit that temperature, but they're going to hit that temperature and throttle. Like, that cooler is barely adequate. So yeah, guys, if you're looking to get into PC gaming, like, as fast as possible, and you're looking at the market right now and you can't see any good deals, this might be it. It came pretty quick. It was $1,400. I might have lied at the beginning, but it was $1,400, like just shy of $1,400 after taxes. Shipping was free, and it comes with the world's cheapest mouse and keyboard, but hey, it works. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to see me do some crazy stuff with this system right here, get subscribed. And like always, guys, have a great day.